And now let's work on add part. So first let's go to controller here, bcrod. This is our controller, right? So here we will create public function create, then here log view create, and of course this is not required because we are not sending any data here. So create header, footer, and create. That means what? We need to create one view here inside view. So it's in bcrod now. Now let's go to here and we'll create dot php. Here div class row, then here div class md call md 12. Then let's do one thing, call md 6. So here will be name, then call md6 call md6 here, input type equals to text, name equal to emp name. That's it. Now okay, let's see. So how does it look like? Now we will have to create here. I'm going to close this config. It's not required. Routes. Where is that? List. Let's go to routes. So under config, routes. Here we need to add one route. Just copy it, bcrod, and then there will be create. Here will be bcrod and then create. So this is controller name, this is function name, and this one is it's mapping route. Okay, URL alias we can call, and we need to delete this. It's not required. So that means what? When we hit this URL, it will find this controller, and inside that this function. So let's go here, and when we open, so you can see this one is now working. Let's do one thing. The footer is showing here, so to solve that problem, let's open header.php. Header inside theme. So style min height 700 px, min height 700 px. Yes, so now footer is coming here. And also now let's go to create, and then div class row, and then inside this div class call md12 h2, then h2. So employee registration form. So it should look like this, employee registration form. And text center. Okay, and here also class equals to form control. Okay, all right, now width, oh, style 80%. Okay, now first name. So we have some other fields also to create here. Row, this row is here, this row, and there is something wrong here. This row is here, so we need to create div class row, because inside row there will be column. Row, div class row, this, row, div why this footer is coming again? This is right, this one is for this, and this row is for this one. Now it's floating because of this, so let's remove this simply. So first name, and then what are the fields? First name, DOB, gender. First name, DOB, input type date, name dob, gender, input type radio, name equals to gender, value equals to male. So hello will be male. And from control is not required. Simply let's delete this. And just copy this. So here will be female, gender, radio, and here also female. Now let's refresh and check. Yes, this is the form. So first name, then this radio, radio. So now looking like this, and then name, date of birth, gender, and then what else is there? Gender, div, now here okay, so there seems to be a problem. The div is not closing, that is why. So this div container is closing here, and there is a problem in almost all div actually. So none of closing. Yeah, now it's fine. Okay, so footer is coming here now. So after date of birth, what is there? Gender, phone, and phone only. So there will be one more field here. Let's delete this, copy from here, the phone. So input type text, in name phone, and again there will be core md 12 text center, and then here input type equal to submit, name equal to add employee, close, class equals to btn warning btn lg for submit purpose. Okay. Oh, there is here some div mismatch. This row is closing here. Yeah. Okay. So okay, now let's add here form method equals to post action equals to here slash emp. Here the route will be routes. We will store, and here also we will create this function, store function. So the path will be this one inside create. Here php echo base URL, php echo base URL, then this one emp crud, then this. So let's check here. If we write something, check date of birth, mail, phone number, then add employee, so it is saying that there is no function called store. So we will create that function here inside controller here. So we will write public function store. So here will be emp name, dop, and then phone, gender, here gender, 1 2 3 4 4 fields. Okay, and ultimately here you will write the insert code. Here will be employee table name. So we need to close this here. Then this function will return here this data. Okay, so we will pass here this one, and we need to create this function going back into this. So public function public function insert. Then actually I made mistake. This will be not this. This will be inside our there is one mistake actually, so this will be not stored here. Let's create this and paste this into model. Okay, so this insert emp will be inside model, and here inside controller we will write different code. Here will be store. So here we will do validations like emp name will be required. Then here dob will be also required. Then gender will be required, and finally phone number. This will be required. Now we will write here if this dot form validation run equal to false, that means if validation there is mistake in validation, in that case what will happen, it will set flash session errors and then validation error, whatever error will be, and finally it will redirect to create page. Or else if validation is fine, then or else emp crud and then insert, or else it will be inserted and it will get back to here. So now let's get back here, and then first let's try this way. Okay, what does it say? Undefined form validation, call to member function, set rules to null. So we'll have to call this form validation. That means we need to call here inside controller form validations, public function construct here inside. Yes, here. This needs to be brought here. That should work. Still there is problem. Set flash data. This one also needs to be called. So this one, this flash data, load library, inside going auto load, we will write here load library inside auto load. So auto load we have closed now. So inside libraries is that session. Okay, so finally it's gone. And as you can see, if I leave blank, then it doesn't happen, nothing happens here. That means there is no any error. So to show the error, we will going into here, let's create here inside container, we will just write this data. Okay, so that it will show the error. div close here and let's keep it for the time being. Now you can see it is displaying emp name field is required, dov required, gender required, phone number required. So we can change here a bit. Here name. Okay, so let's say employee name required, dov, the rest of the things are okay. But now if I enter here real name Umar Rahman, this date of birth will be this, mail, phone number, this, add. Now there is something wrong. Null value column ID not constant detail. Okay, so here you can see ID is not auto increment in this case. Let's delete this. Add so add here again new column ID, then data type will be int, and that's it. Now right click on this properties, go to SQL, first here constraints, primary key, add then ID, no, there is something. Okay, so once you come here, right click on these properties and then go to columns, then double click on this, or let's change it. So ID okay, let's leave it. So there is ID, right? Data type, primary key, we will write here alter table that is employee. So first we do employees dot employee add ID serial. So we will write alter table employees dot will be here dot employee add column ID serial primary key. So something wrong there. Properties, add here column only id id data type begin, then okay, now here alter table, so we need to just write additional thing, add column id from here. Okay, so while adding new column, okay, yes, so now if you see primary key id and if you click here you can see this default value, that means you can see next we have serial is added. So now get back to our form, refresh, and the data is added successfully, you can see. So we will just give link in the top section, header section, view with that views the theme here header, so we will name it add employee. Okay, and here php echo base url, and then this. Can add additional class. Okay, so this one is for add employee. So when we click, we can come here, and if we want to see the list, so simply we will give this url right here, list hr here, just write this or base url, whatever you prefer. Okay, employee list, add employee. Okay, so you can see our add employee work is going on. Say Rajesh, then this name, whatever, Villa, this. So we have added 3 employee. Now our last work is remaining, and that is edit, then that will be finished.